Hello, everybody. This is my trading channel. Uh, I'm a pretty much probably one of the worst traders in the world. So yeah, I know this is backwards psychology, but I am. And what I learned from trading is simplify everything. Now, some of these indicators are the ones that I made. I kind of vibe coded these indicators to help me trade. And one of the things about trading is you got to try to the best thing I could say, you gotta try to make simplify trading. Now, I've been demo trading, and a lot of people don't like seeing people demo trade because they don't have no skin in the game. And I will eventually have skin in the game, but right now I'm just paper trading, and I'm almost like a brokerage, not like a prop firm. I don't know how much a prop firm takes out. Last time I traded on a prop firm, it was they wouldn't taking any percentage out for each trade like a brokerage does. They charge you per trade. That's why some people that like to go long, or swing trade, they like to stay on a trade for a while because the cost. But I like sniping if it's the right position. And I got a couple of indicators here, and I will explain in detail about these different indicators and how you can use it to better trade. But trading is not all about indicators. Trading comes from experience and learning to process it and simplify it for yourself. Like, you could use ICT and many other different types of trading method, but as long as you understand it to yourself and you understand the game. Like, I went back, I okay, on a demo account I just made like almost $400, but I got in with a low percentage when I got back in, because the more you trade, the riskier you get that the trade reverses. And one of the trick is that if you put a low percentage, you risk very low, like 0.25. Like I risk here 0.27. It went up. I don't know why. 0.27. Okay, I'm down $25, but at least I'm not down $200. Or the equivalent of $200. So I could once when you have skin in the game, you kind of see the market a lot clearer. Now, this channel is not going to be too technical. Actually, this channel may not be completely dedicated for trading. I might have commentary. I want to make this channel more interesting. Not just trading. I mean, I think the trading market has gone too saturated with too much trading because there's a lot of market. I mean, there's a lot of market to teach people how to trade, and a lot of these gurus, they make a big percentage of their money teaching people how to trade. And there's a lot of influencers out there that's going to dedicate to trading and how this is easy, and look at my indicators and look at this, look at the way I think. And the biggest secret is that it all could work for you. It's how your mind process the information, how your mind process the indicators, and how if your mind could understand. Now, there'll never be an indicator that will tell you buy, sell here, get out here, and then you buy here. Really, there really isn't no indicator that's going to tell you exactly when to get out, exactly come in. It just doesn't work that way. What works is for you to have an understanding on how you know how things work, and it's best to stay on a certain crypto. I like ICP. ICP is always moving, and you can make good money. And now I'm on a drawdown. It's only $47, and I made. Okay, this is demo account, so you could switch it. I don't care. I mean, I trade in demo. I don't, because I'm gonna go. I'm gonna study prop firm. I just made a couple $100. I made 178 here, 129 there, 107 there, and this is trading, and now I'm on a drawdown, and that's fine. And every time I get back in a trade, if I'm not 100% sure, but I just want to trade it for experience, I probably won't do that on a prop firm account. I just lower my percentage risk. So now I'm 44. I'd rather be at 40 negative 44 than negative 400, right? Because that's a big chunk of what you just made. And I use a lot of the EMAs and other indicator like the Hall indicator to trade. Again, this is not going to be just a trading channel. Actually, I do a lot of vibe coding. As you can see, I do a lot of vibe coding. I have like this kind of like this AI indicator or application that I'm building, and it's tells you what's going on. I even have its own charts. I might just use a AI chart thing, then continue to subscribe to TradingView. I think it's just I don't know. I gotta see if I'm making a lot of money. I could still pay for a premium account, and I could still do that. And I got like, and I'll go into this more details on my trading uh, application that I'm building through Vibe coding, and I'm making it learn through trading right now. It hasn't been trading much, but it does once in a while. It starts trading a lot. It doesn't do very well, but it's getting better. So I do other things that I'm going to be going on this channel, and I play with other indicators, and I build other indicators to see if it can help me trade better. Um, and I'm the type of trader. I look for confirmation. This confirmed. This confirms. And I look at the higher time frame to see what direction is going. Now, on the higher time frame, you get to see what the market is really doing. So I try to do my best not to trade against on the higher time frames. I try not to trade against it if I see that the higher time frame is that it's going to one direction, if that makes sense. So I never really try to trade against it. You got to trade with the direction. And right now it's just going down. And in the lower time frame is good for sniping, but it's not good for validation. You want to go. You want to go validation. You look. You pay attention to the high time frame. And I'm gonna go into details about this. Like I said, this is not gonna be. This is not gonna be just trading channel. There's gonna be a lot of commentary and my journey of trading. Like I'm gonna start profit really soon. It may be before this year ends or next year, but I'm gonna get into trading really soon. Trading a prop firm. One of it is to protect myself, so I could show the prop firm that I'm not trading with a crew. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm using my own indicators and I'm using my own style of trading, which is perfectly legal. In case the prop firm that I'm trading decides to say no, you're done something, not try to pay me out, right? So because I'm trying to build my account up so I could stop working. I'm kind of sick of my job. I'll be honest. If you hate people that are talking about how shitty the jobs are, don't even watch my channel because I'm going to talk a lot about how shitty jobs are and how I'm trying to get out of the rat race. If you don't like that kind of you really don't like that kind of talk, then you're really on the wrong channel and you should move on to something else. And I don't know if this is gonna be monetized, this channel. I really don't know if it's gonna be monetized. I don't know if this channel is gonna go anywhere. I really don't know. Um it's up in the air, but this channel will be I'll show you my journey. This is mostly a journey channel. At this point, and I say at this point, I'm not really looking to like be a guru for anybody or to train people. This is like a living journal of hopefully that I could get out of the rat race and enjoy life more. And I want to get into more entrepreneurship type of thing, um, get into like LLC type of scenario, trust type of scenario, and manage my money and invest. I mean, we're getting into a time where it's gonna get easier to make more money. You know, if you become an investor, not a worker, you're gonna make tremendous amount of money. I believe that. I mean, I don't know who am I. I'm just a guy talking behind a mic that doesn't want to show his ugly mug. Yeah, I'm self-deprecating. I'm one of those self-deprecating kind of guys. But be honest, there's nothing to look at looking at my mug. But I could you could learn something My type of teaching, if it's teaching, if you call it teaching, will be finding finding a trading pattern or strategy that works for you. Not following me, not following any guru, not following, but finding what works for you. And then that's how you could become profitable, even if you have to start small. So that's my introductory. I will be doing commentary just to make this channel just not about trading, because I think, like I said, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of channels that you can watch regarding trading, and they all start sounding the same, and then they all want you to join their forums. Sometimes it's free, fantastic. Sometimes it's paid, okay. Of course, if you find value in what they're trying to teach you, and it's making you profitable, I have no problem with that. It's when you get to one that has this package and that package, or you need this package and that package, and you spend $3,000 or $4,000. I haven't done that, thank God. I did get into a forum and pay for it, and I felt I didn't get no value out of it, so I got out of it, and I lost by $175 or some stupid shit like that. So this channel is basically my journey. And if people are interested in a certain subject on my channel, I'm a welder too. I like to weld as a hobby, not for work, but as a hobby. I weld and I hunt. So this is just going to be a lifestyle channel showing my journey. Maybe focus a lot on trading. That could be a lot of focus there. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But it's going to be many different things, reviews and stuff like that I want to review on. And that's it. That's my introductory. I'm not trying to make this channel fancy, to be quite honest. I'm not trying to make it. I'm not trying to make it fancy. Where I mean, I might in the future. I might work on AI. I might want to do some AI stuff and you know get into that kind of thing. But right now, it's just all about lifestyles and get into making videos. I write books, but I don't publish it. It's just stories that I write, mostly science fiction. So there's a couple of things I'm gonna add to the channel. And if you're interested, subscribe. If you're not, it's fine. Most of this in the beginning is for me. Is to document my journey myself, to document my trades. So if you find this interesting, subscribe, make a comment. If you say something interesting or you have a question that's interesting, I probably will respond because it's just started. But if you don't hear from me, then you know it may have been something inappropriate or something sarcastic, and I'm not gonna respond. I'm just not. I just don't have the time to be dealing with trolls or people that have their own opinion about stuff, and that's fine if you have own opinions, and that's it. This is my introductory. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing, no pizzazz at the moment. If the channel grows, then I might put more. I might put more into the channel. Maybe make an introductory video or whatever. If I have the time, if I quit my job and I'm trading and I have time to do more stuff on YouTube, then yeah, I will dedicate more time to that if I have. So anyway, that's it. I'm not making this channel fancy. I try to make other channels fancy and stuff, and it never went anywhere. I put a lot of time and effort, and it doesn't go anywhere. And people say you got to keep going, got to keep going. But you know what? I'm going to keep going, but in a very small way. I'm going to keep going. Right now, my trade is reversing, and one of the reasons it's reversing is because I know in a higher time frame on ICP USDT, it's already going up. Look at the 30 minutes; it's going up. Everything's going up. So it's slowly going up. I put 0.25 or 0.27, whatever went up, and it's going up, and I'm making little bites. The way I trade is if I see something really good, I put a higher percentage risk. If I see something, I put a medium. If I see that I'm into that over trading, I'll put a lower percentage, and I'll make money. And I don't care if I make 50 or 500. as long as I'm not getting into a drawdown. It's all about going up the stairs and avoiding going down the stairs or going backwards, going up. Because if you go, what kills you in trading is drawdowns and getting out of a bad trade. That's what kills you the most. So getting into a nasty drawdown, and usually you get into a nasty drawdown when you overtrade. It's just how it is. You overtrade, your confidence go up. You're not as careful. You know, trading confidence. It's not a good mix sometimes. It's better to use your like your knowledge base and your history and your past history, and to understand the now. Use your experience to understand what's going on now, and that way you could develop. Now, if this turns around, and I'm looking at the 5 minutes, if it turns around, it's just sidestepping here. It's just a reset. This is going to continue to go up. Most of this is indicators that I built myself. You can't find this on TradingView yet. If I get a big enough audience and they say, "Oh, can you please?" I might share it. I mean, right now I'm not. It's just, but in the future I might share it. I don't know. But you could find similar indicators to this on TradingView. There's no magical calculations behind these indicators, to be quite honest. It's just indicators that I thought of that would help me. And, some of it uses the VWAP, the RSI, and it just modifies a certain way to work better with crypto. And the whole point to it is for you to actually see what the market is doing. Especially in the higher time frame. You see, and a lot of the way I trade is confirmation. I got confirmation. This is certain EMAs that I work for. This is a confirmation. And I work with confirmation indicators to confirm that the direction is right. And in a lower time frame is when, if I'm in a good trade, I start putting a stop loss to at least come out of it with a certain profit. And that's how I trade. Anyway, like, subscribe, make a comment. I know you hear that all the time from people. I hear it all the time. So like, subscribe, leave a comment. Okay, please, whatever. So, anyway, have a good one, and that's it. That's it for the video. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.